We talked previously on the Friday show, I think, about Joe Biden making these very concerning remarks about possible Armageddon, nuclear Armageddon, if Russia uses nuclear weapons. And even on the show, I was like, whoa, this is serious stuff. And over the weekend, I was actually talking with someone about why he possibly used such stark language and such scary language. And so we'll talk about kind of the conclusion I came to. But first, here is Senator Chris Murphy getting asked on State of the Union. Why did he say that? What is he talking about? And before he gets asked, they play a bunch of clips of people in his administration saying, no, Russia isn't actually going to use nukes. So then why is Biden saying this? We'll discuss after we watch this moment.
President Biden made some stunning comments at this New York fundraiser about the potential for Armageddon. But take a listen to three of the highest ranking U.S. officials earlier as their views about Russia using a nuclear weapon.
I don't see anything right now that would lead me to believe that he has made such a decision.
We do not presently see indications about the imminent use of nuclear weapons.
We are looking very carefully to see if Russia is actually doing anything that suggests that they are contemplating the use of nuclear weapons. To date, we've not seen them take these actions.
So what's President Biden talking about? Do you see Armageddon as a real possibility?
Well, I think the president is right to raise the risk of nuclear conflict because Vladimir Putin is increasingly getting pushed into a corner. This war is going incredibly badly for him. The mobilization that he has undertaken has backfired. This morning, you see scenes of hundreds of Russian troops essentially refusing to go into training into the front. So, this is a dangerous man, and the United States has to be ready for Putin to use a tactical nuclear weapon. I agree. I don't think there's any sign that he is going to do that imminently, and it's important for us to send signals about what the consequences would be should he make that choice. But I think Joe Biden is right to just, get this country ready for the fact that you are dealing with an incredibly dangerous human being in Russia. The war is going badly, and you just can't predict what he's going to do next.
Very interesting analysis there. So number one, he's saying, listen, I think it's appropriate for Biden to warn of the possibility, but I agree with the clips you showed of senior administration officials saying that there doesn't seem to be signs at the moment that Russia or Putin is planning to do that imminently. So back to my conversation I had over the weekend. What was the point of Biden saying something so severe, saying there would be Armageddon if Putin chose to use tactical nuclear weapons in Ukraine? Well, I think to kind of get in his head, possibly, we saw Zelensky call the United States and other Western nations to clearly outline what the response would be if Putin did indeed use that type of, those types of arms and or that type of, nuclear action. And so I think Biden could be almost responding to Zelensky's request, even directly or kind of just by happenstance, and saying, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say, we'll see, we won't get involved. I want to warn Putin now. If he uses those, and it seems like he may not be bluffing, there's going to be Armageddon, which means Biden's trying to say, you better not do that, Putin, because if you do, the whole world's getting involved. And that's a dark image and a dark future, and maybe an attempt to discourage Putin and let him know you're not just going to do this and have us sit idly by. So you can let me know in the comments if you think that type of language, that type of clear, almost threat is correct on the part of Biden. I think you can make arguments either way. And it's true that if Putin does this and if nuclear actions start being taken, that is the dark future that we've warned of, and that Biden seems to be warning of. But is it the correct time right now to be warning of that so publicly? So let me know. Wild stuff.